giant piss peppers.
Welcome to the Bros with Joes podcast with your hosts, Ed and Zach, and where our mindless banter is your casual entertainment.
Why, hello there, and welcome back. Sorry we've been away for a while. We had better shit to do, honestly. How's everyone been? Ed?
I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. Well, I'm not doing good. Doing sort of good.
Just sort of good?
Sort of good.
And joining us, as always, Mr. Gobble.
Hello? It's me, the ginger you've been looking for.
Hi,
the
Gobble.
ginger you never know you needed in life.
Yeah, I'm just the awkward third wheel that sits in the corner.
So yeah, there's the awkward reintroductions. So what has everyone been up to the past, what is it, feels like, 2.5, 3 years? I don't even remember.
I think it's been 3 years.
3 years.
Has it been 3 years?
That's how long it's been.
I think it actually has been, because this is before I started my new job. So yeah, it's been about 3 years.
Yeah, I looked at the last episode, and I think it was in 2020 sometime.
That's crazy, man.
We're highly motivated to put out episodes on a regular schedule, as you can see.
You know, COVID just got the better of us. You know, we got locked indoors and we weren't bothered to touch the computers.
Let's be honest, we
Yeah.
haven't fully recovered. I don't think anyone has.
Gobble's been through puberty now.
As you can tell by this massive pimple.
He looked
Yeah,
very handsome. He looked very handsome, by the way.
I do see about 13 new mustache hairs.
Yeah, I got that beard kit, sponsor me right now. I used a little derma roller.
It's not the Raid Shadow Legends.
Nah, Raid Shadow Legends just didn't want to fuck with us. So
That's so 2020 anyway. Is that even a thing anymore? Does Raid Shadow Legends even sponsor anybody?
I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest, I'll still take their money.
remember when I was trying to get Subaru to fucking sponsor? I was like, all right, no, let's roll.
Or what's the tank game? World of Tanks? Yeah.
World of Tanks,
World of
yeah.
Tanks.
No, fuck that.
What are these basically?
No, let's do War Thunder. That way we can leak classified documents and get like the blueprints to like the F-16 or some shit.
I played that game.
Yeah, nothing puts you on a watch list quite like saying Discord and what's it?
I'm not privy to this information. I haven't kept up on this.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I could give you the scoop on this. So with War Thunder lately, anytime people introduce new jets or like tanks or something, all the little forum warriors, they get all upset and they're like, "This is not the correct specifications according to the handbook here. This screw goes here."
Oh, Jesus.
And they literally leak all the redacted and classified documents. And Gaijin's like, guys, could you please stop sending this to us?
What's that the flight sim game that's like where you need the F-14 like user's manual, but it'll just like start the engine so you can take off in the game. It's like you have to do like a pre-flight checklist, like your Maverick.
Yeah, all the fucking buttons everywhere. You got to flip 132 buttons in sequential order before you.
Yeah, I think
take
that's
off.
the game for them. Like not the arcade game. Like maybe they should stick
You
to
see,
that.
the funny thing is, you say about like Gaijin, like, hey, can you stop sending us that? But then they put the said documents and corrections into the game anyway.
At least they're dedicated.
That's true.
Yeah, I think nowadays they actually like if you actually get an interview with like Lockheed or anybody like that, they ask you if you've played War Thunder.
Interesting.
So yeah, man, Ed, what's changed for you in the past 3 years?
I don't have a Stream Deck anymore. I sold it to Gobble, and now my PC just asked me to update it. I should uninstall the software. I don't have it anymore. What's new with me? Nothing's really new as far as life goes. I mean, normal life shit happens, but
You make bread now.
yeah, but that's just like I'm just 4 hobbies old. I don't even know how many hobbies I had since last time we did this podcast. Like, what was I doing last?
You're like RC.
Now our
Yeah, you're still doing like RC cars that was the end of
3D
that. And
printing.
then you got big into gaming and 3D printing.
3D
Ed's
printing was
never really
forever.
gamed in years. He's literally called the Discord Dreadnought for a reason.
Right, I own a gaming computer. That doesn't mean I game. I like the idea of I want to game, but then the thought of actually doing it, like, just I don't want to. I don't want to put forth the effort.
I want to do that nerd shit.
No,
man.
because it requires too much effort now. Like back in the day, you pick up an arcade game like Sonic and you could just roll around and have fun. Now now I have to go through a 12-hour training lesson like in Cyberpunk 2077 to like learn how to hack shit. And then by the time I learn the next move, like I forgot the move before it because it's too confusing. My brain is very small now.
Don't forget about having to buy the battle pass of anything you play too.
Oh yeah, well, I never play a game long enough to have to buy a battle pass. It's usually like I play 2 hours and then I'm done.
So what happens to Zach? He buys the battle pass, plays for like 2 minutes, and then sits there with it.
Hey, I've completed Apex one a couple times.
What did you do?
The Apex Battle Pass. I've completed that a couple times.
I didn't know that was a thing. But no.
So that's it, huh?
Yeah, no. I'm trying to think of the hobby. I was doing that. I was doing RC, and then I started playing guitar. I quit that already. And then I started.
ADD's a motherfucker, ain't it?
I just learned enough to scratch an itch. And then once the itch is scratched, I just move on to the next thing. So
Yeah, I think you should look at the definition of ADD and how it presents in adults.
first of all, ADD is not a thing. It's ADHD.
I'm sorry, ADHD. I apologize.
Get your shit straight. No, so other than that, yeah, I don't know. I don't have any real hobbies anymore. I bake bread, not because it's a hobby, because I just like fresh bread.
To be fair, them loaves are beautiful. Them things are a work of art.
What kind of loaves?
The loaves you've sent me, the pictures you've sent me.
Speaking of pinching loaves,
Yeah, the loaves of bread, just bread. Bread by Ed.
that's right. We can't divulge into the toilet humor for once.
So I'm a bit doom and gloom today. I had the luxury of, well, Melissa had to buy a new car because although we've been running our cars until they don't go no mo, she had a 2019 Pilot, and it started having these like weird like transmission issues. And you know cars now, like you can't fix anything these things. And it's like it was a widespread issue where there was no fix. Like some guy actually developed a $400 OBD2 plug-in port thing to like fix this transmission slipping issue.
What was it, like a sensor or something like that? You could bypass or
It
something
would
like that?
trick the car into thinking it was in a higher RPM level than it actually is. That was the fix. So it was only a matter of time before it blows up. So we bought a GMC Acadia today. You know, that's a shit show. It just sucks the life out of you. Like you go in and it's a fucking game, and it's just I had a headache and like my brain's hurting, and these people try to like just get you for every dollar. And eventually got into a.
Oh, if I had a violin fucking noise right
No,
now.
I got
bro.
into a yelling match with the guy. I said, I'm not pulling these fucking numbers out of my ass. Like, this is what I can, like, and finally they just gave me what I wanted, but instead I got a headache out of it too. So I don't know that.
So what'd you end up getting?
That sounds like he got depression.
Yeah. Yeah, let's be real here.
We got I shouldn't say we, she got a GMC Acadia. It was an AT4, the all-terrain four-wheel drive
Nice.
thing. Yeah, so it's a nice car. I just wish that it was like without drama. You just go in and everybody was just forthcoming, but instead it's a fucking circle jerk.
I'll be honest here, and this is not a sponsor. I actually really loved my experience with Carvana.
Is that one of those places?
Literally as easy as they say.
Is that one of the
it
places
is.
where there's a predefined price and you just go in and you just get like you're getting ass raped when you go in, so there's no like.
But the thing is
Yeah, but they spit first.
all their cars usually have very low miles and are very well taken care of.
Well, yeah, mine had really low mileage too. It had 11 miles on it. Just saying.
Oh, well, you're that's a brand new car, bro. That's not a used
I'm just
car.
saying. No, but
Like my Honda had 33,000 miles on it, and it was a 2014.
it's not bad at all. That was some old guy's car. They drove it to ShopRite.
Came from Texas. It was like a military vehicle.
Oh,
Probably just went back and forth like sick bay a billion times or something.
maybe it was that Texas military base shooter guys, and it was in evidence for like 3 years, which is why it has no mileage.
Well, it was pretty clean. So,
So yeah, that's it for me.
how about you, Gobble?
Oh, I decided
go.
to go back to school and trying to fill up my BS with a BS degree. So, that 8 to 5 instead of the 9 to 5 job life is lovely.
So the BS, that is an acronym for bullshit, right?
Yeah, it's a bullshit degree. Legitimately, it's 4 years of bullshit.
Work's paying for it though, right?
I mean, so
So how my bank account's set up?
no, our tuition reimbursement program's so kind of it's fucked. They're like they give it to you as a gift after you finish your semester, so they tax it as a gift.
What a dick.
So I'm still losing like $1,500.
Is it
every
100%
fucking
or is it
semester.
like an 80% deal?
No, it's a 100% deal as long as you get.
That's
a
not
PE
bad though, because my
grant.
company does tuition reimbursement too. It's not a gift; they give it to you, but they only pay 80%. So it's probably ends up to
Oh.
be the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wish that I wish 100% meant 100%, not government saying, "Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, we got
Hey,
you."
well, at least you have the motivation to finish. I'm 6 credits away from getting my bachelor's degree, and I'm too lazy to finish it. Because I'm so close to finishing it, I just can't finish it. That's what she says.
I mean, I always finish too. So
Yeah, you could tell about all the fucking new kids you
Oh,
run
come
around.
on.
How's it so quiet over there today? Anyway,
Because they know we're recording a podcast, so we basically, just, have them busy. doing other things.
Come here, kids. I got a little gummy for you. And Griller tells Millie
Dude, I
drink
can't get 2 kids to
melatonin.
listen to me. How do you get 12 to listen?
Oh man.
Secret art of melatonin knocks them bitches out, and they're having crazy dreams all night.
No, I got them off the
Oh, really? I
melatonin.
use that shit all the time. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's
I can't.
really messes up your brain chemistry after a while. Apparently for kids.
No. Melatonin's fucked, dude. I take it, and I have the most
Dreams!
like, vivid,
Yes!
insane dreams.
That you can literally apply that to any other drug I've taken.
The
in my
melatonin's not
life.
a drug. It's something that your body naturally produces. I mean, it's whatever. But
your body always has some degree of THC in it.
yeah, Google this
Right, I'm
shit.
Googling this.
I'm almost
Does
99%
your
sure your
body-
body.
If that was the
always
case,
has a
why
certain
wouldn't we
level
all
of
be
THC
failing
in it.
drug tests?
Because the drug tests are set up to catch it within a certain window.
Okay, so here's the thing. The human body naturally produces chemicals that are very similar.
Which is
to
why you
them.
have THC
not
receptors. So the
exactly.
receptors, yeah.
Yes. Like the runner's high, like if you're a runner and shit, like that's kind of the same thing that your body produces that is
Isn't that
equivalent
adrenaline?
to that.
No, it's
Oh.
what do
no.
they call that?
Endocannabinoids or something.
Oh yeah,
Well, Zach
that's
would
what
know.
THC turns into when you burn when you heat it.
Well, no, that's what your
Or
body produces.
yeah, I'm
it says
sorry.
here.
Yeah, your body produces
The
THC
human body
into that.
naturally produces
Endocannabinoids.
endocannabinoids. Yeah. Yeah, whatever the
In the
fuck
next
word is, I'm
episode
not a
of
scientist.
Breaking Bad. Fucking drug lesson now.
Local man makes drug to give you runner's high. So you can sit at home and feel special about yourself.
Back when I had, bigger drug problem, I called a guy in for rehab services. It was broke, but I still figured, call and see if we can get more information about it. This dude starts like hyping up the intake of like the rehab facility. Like, yeah, we'll get you in a sauna, and what happens is like we start sweating out all that like drugs and stuff like that, and then you get super super high. And I'm like, bro, like you're supposed to make it sound like a bad time. Like you're over here hyping this up. Like, I don't know. I'm actually kind of interested now.
Meanwhile, he just wants to get you in the sauna. Now he's there for sex addiction.
Get you in the sauna, all them feelings come out.
The lipstick comes out,
You want to sweat with me? I'd sweat with me.
wraps out it pulls out the fucking peyote. You want a fucking sauna trip with some random
I ain't gonna lie, I
sweaty
was
dude?
traversing the deserts of like New Mexico and Arizona and driving past, and I'm just trying to figure out like where's the peyote at? Like the Indians get to do it.
The dot or the
Oh
feather?
my God. The feather, Zach.
The feather? Okay, sorry.
They get to do it, and I was just wondering, like, where's the little cactus at? I want to go see this, my spirit people.
Just go buy land out there. It's like dirt cheap right now.
Yeah,
Will probably always be dirt cheap. You can't like farm
it's
anything
literally
on it.
dirt. I mean, it's actually less than dirt. It's just sand.
You're sand.
I am.
But yeah, as Gobble touched on earlier, in the past, 3 years or so, I have increased my family size. Last we were talking, I had a daughter and 2 boys, and kind of out my own, and we've now increased our family size to 9.
So how do you increase your family count? I mean, I'm just thinking about the gestation period. How does that work?
Well, obviously, in that time period, all them children would not be biologically mine.
I mean, they could just with different women.
That part of my life's over, Ed. I told you about that.
The real life of Shameless right here.
We're not exactly a family instilled with ethics here. We've been raised by shitbags.
We make our own ethics as we
Yeah.
go along. All right, we ethics are more like guidelines.
And now on the new episode, Psychology with Gobble.
But yeah, I met what I feel is the woman of my life, and she had 4 daughters, and we had a daughter of our own. So we got the whole Brady Bunch going on here, and as stressful as it is, I couldn't be
And
happier.
you're now a gardener.
I am. I'm, as much as I can in this small little plot I have in New Jersey. I'm trying to, farm the land in between the back alley trash and cat piss as much as I can.
Fertilizer, man.
Yeah, but the cat piss kind of gives the peppers a funky taste.
Cat piss peppers. You could totally go to a farmer's market and sell cat piss peppers.
New
People would probably
variety.
buy
Dude,
them.
I went to the farmer's market stand that was on the little thing in our street a couple weeks back. Dude, it had like maggots in it when I peeled the corn back. I was like, what the hell is this shit?
They burn like cat piss.
Zach, you changed
Cat piss.
Zach, you had like
peppers.
4 jobs since then too, right? 2 jobs. Well, you remember, dude, it's been 3
yeah,
years.
no, I did go through a couple. No, I did go through a couple. You know, I was with the bottling plant at the time. You know, I don't know if I ever even touched on that topic. The fact that that boss actually listened to the podcast because we had a little under the desk Roomba employee that worked there.
Is that when you said he was no better than a sales shoesman and he a shoe salesman?
He worked at a shoe carnival.
It was shoe carnival.
But no, it was funny as hell because the dude pulled me into his office and actually questioned me about the podcast. And you know, he had his little Asian assistant there. I don't know what the hell his name was. He just sat there in his way too tight jeans with a little notepad, getting ready to incriminate me. But I just, told him it was all entertainment. It was all for entertainment purposes, and he kept getting more and more red in the face because he knew there was nothing he could fucking do about it.
Should have said it was your other boss.
No, I to be fair, I did mention some things that were very specific, but never name dropped. So I had plausible deniability out the ass.
Now you don't work there, so now you can drop his name. What was his name?
I'm not gonna do that. That's still a low blow. He's still a douchebag though, and yeah,
Gotcha.
there's that.
Yeah, fuck you, Richard.
Fuck you. Yeah, we'll just call him Richard. Fuck you, Richard. I think we just lost any listeners named Richard now.
No, first comment.
Fuck
I'm named
you,
Richard.
dick.
Jesus.
Official Bros with Joe's comeback comment.
How about this?
Fuck
His
you.
official name will be Richard Queso.
Why queso?
Oh my
He's
god.
cheesy.
Richard?
Dick cheese.
There you go, buddy.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I'm actually surprised I got that. Like, I'm usually slow.
I actually saw the moment in your eyes when you did that. It's funny because you had the one eye started going down like Forrest Whitaker eye a little bit. Thinking about it, and then they both just opened up.
Dick
Yeah,
cheese.
I saw it.
It reminds me, we had a meeting at work the other day about something, and someone was talking about engines and how they go off, and dude's like, was it suck bang blow? And the guy that came
No,
in,
it's
you could
blow
tell like
blow
he,
suck.
he was asked it.
It's blow bang suck.
Blow bang suck, yeah, it's blow bang suck, right? And so the guy the whole time he's just sitting there like trying to make an actual executive decision, and you can see his eyes just thinking over that comment because as soon as he walked in, the guy said it to him, and then like at the end of like a 30-minute conversation, he's like, intake, combustion, exhaust, and he nods his head and leaves. He's like, no, I don't like that decision. And then he rambled off that shit, and as soon as he walked out, we're like, you completely fucked him with that.
Do you have a union job? Is your place? Do you have
Who?
union people?
No, we're
doesn't-
in the
I'm-
fucking South, dude. You
I'm
can't
just
say that
asking.
word. If you say no, you can't do that. I will get killed.
Well,
They
listen,
will
we
kill
have
me.
unions at my place, and I almost got killed.
Is it like the old school union, like the Teamsters fucking union?
Zach, you know this story, right?
I remember bits and pieces of it because my brain's always in a million different directions. But if you could refresh my memory, that'd be great.
So a month ago, one of the union.
How long ago
I would
was
say
it?
a month or so ago. It wasn't too long ago. This is all new. I'm still angry about it. So about a month ago, one of the union that is at my place, one of the guys from the national, not one of the locals, but from the national, showed up to my place to do an inspection on our workplace because somebody had dimed them out that management folk were doing some union type work.
So hold on, is that like when 3 people stand around and one person does work?
I mean, generally speaking, at my place, management do all the work and labor.
Or are you talking more like Jimmy Hoffa kind of?
No, it's. I mean, there's some Jimmy Hoppa stuff involved.
Someone picked up a screwdriver.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. So he showed up, and I had a coworker of mine who did about 2.5 seconds worth of union work, of which this guy found out.
That's an 8-hour shift for you non-union worker guys.
Right, that was like an entire shift of his coworker did about 3 seconds. And it happened so fast, my coworker didn't even know he did it. It was literally like 2 keystrokes on the keyboard. And this guy came in, and it was like an episode of The Sopranos. Gobble, I kid you not. He started ripping. He started ripping the cables out of our computers monitors, like literally, like not like unplugging them, like ripping them out, like there's like frayed cables coming out and shit. And then he went to my boss's office and started throwing his monitors around. Then he threatened to kill my coworker. He's like, "I'm going to fucking kill you," right? And then he looked at me and the rest of my coworkers and the thing. He said, "I'm going to burn this fucking building down with everybody in it."
He's my hero.
It was literally an episode of The Sopranos. And then you go ahead and dig into the guy a little bit, and it's like, yeah, this guy's dad was at one point funneling money to one of the, crime families in New York. That's like, so I
Jesus.
had to talk with my wife about possibly sleeping in the bedroom with my AR-15 that night. It's like, it's a shit show. It was literally an episode from The Sopranos.
I was just thinking, like, door swings open, man taps the side of the door with a baseball bat and just goes to town on the fucking monitors.
Please tell me he had a big gold chain. Did he have a big gold chain? Did he have like a white wife beater on? Was it all like
No, very well dressed, like to the T. I was jealous of his.
Why isn't that well dressed?
Maybe he was a Circuit City manager and he just wanted to sell
No,
you guys
this
some
is
new
like
monitors.
a well-tailored suit, like out of the back of the truck.
Wait, they have like mobile tailors?
No, I'm sure there was. I don't know. Like I'm sure.
You said like out of the back.
Yeah,
of
I'm
a
sure there
truck.
was like a truck full of tuxedos or well-tailored Italian suits that were stolen somewhere.
And they just fucked up my imagery of that scene from The Hangover, the guy throwing tuxedos out of the fucking van.
I had the scene of like an actual tailor, like as soon as the guy like jumped out of like a Ram truck, and the tailor's like measuring him up. Hey Tony, give me that shirt. Speaking of buses, how's your short bus search coming along for your little mini family?
Bro, if I had any money right now, I'd be searching for a little food truck or something like that to start up because I'm really tired for working for people.
Why don't you just sell drugs?
Because I'm not good at it for one, and two, I want to kind of stay legit.
You could just wait till I buy some land and bring your family and, indentured
Indentured
servitude.
servitude. He missed that part.
You can build your house out of pallets. It's okay.
Bro, you don't even understand the impact you would have on my family's life. Like half of my kids, the younger ones, would just grow up with a southern
Wait until
accent.
Gobble tries to bang your wife because you are indentured servitude. They're like a little
Oh, fuck you.
No, I just come out every morning in my white suit looking like Colonel Sanders.
I could just picture Gobble now. Ready? It's like 5:30, 5:45 in the morning. Sun's barely out. Dew on the ground. Steps outside in his robe with his plaid pants, pajamas. Steam coming off his freshly brewed coffee, just staring at a whole bunch of poor people who work the fields.
throws her a wet nap and says, "Let's go."
Can I get ice in my water? It depends. Did you finish milking the cows yet?
Your entire house is nothing but shower drain. It's just a giant shower drain.
Live in the fucking stables above the fucking horses.
Clogged with shit. Yeah, waffle stoppage goes wrong. You need running water to be able to wash that shit down.
We always call him back.
It's the waffle stomp house. He just stomped all his turds into a mud shit shack.
I promise you, if we ever do merch, I will incorporate a waffle into the first design.
Dude, the fucking shower drain and below it, a waffle fry that looks like a turd.
Me and Kelly have already been talking about it. Like we were thinking, like she said something like that, and I also said something you can get like kind of like a Play-Doh canister that's open on its side, but obviously it doesn't say Play-Doh on it. But like it'll be brown Play-Doh, and you can kind of incorporate that with a drain somehow, or maybe like a waffle iron.
Yeah. Well, now we've officially divulged back into toilet humor.
I mean, and come on, let's be honest. I'm a little impressed it lasted that long.
Didn't take us long.
We were in it pretty early, and then we quickly got back on track, and then we eventually ended right back up into toilet humor.
You boil down to it. Some of our best moments are all toilet humor.
Yeah.
No.
No, just playing devil's advocate for the hell of it on that one.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, well, how full is that little spit jug that you spit in there? Is that like a designated spit jug? Is that like a like you go to your local flea market and you have like your tables full of spit jugs?
Now, I have a question. Do you separate your spit jugs based on the dude's names?
Come.
Yes.
Like I spit cum. That was shitty,
It
dude.
was.
You can't even come at me with
It's
that
been
joke.
3 years. What do you want from me, bro? All right.
I see what you did there. No, seriously, do you guys have like a flea market and you got guys at like tables just selling like spit jugs? Is that what
Dude,
that's sold as?
No, we have a really fucked up flea market, and one time we were there, a fucking car got in a cop chase and was doing fucking burnouts around like the red clay area, just like fucking eating it. It was like a fucking dirt
Jesus
race at a
Christ.
flea market with cops just chasing the dude. He finally crashed into one of the
Yeah, I'm not
stores.
gonna lie, that looks like a miniature version of a medieval piss pot. Like a chain like a chamber
It
pot.
is. You can knock it over and it always recenters too.
Well, I'm sure we could sit here and catch up for hours, but for the sake of some kind of stability here, would you guys like to do the random report?
It's time for the Random Report, the segment where we have scoured the internet to bring you the most recent ridiculous news
Oh, thank you.
stories.
I love the enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, I would love to do the random.
I was
report.
specifically
I can't
talking about Ed. I'm used to you kind of drifting off and just kind of coming in with quippy one-liners, but Ed was all he was just.
Yeah, I didn't read any of these.
No, I'm starting off with my favorite segment of random news. Fucking Florida Man News. Today in Florida Man News. Florida man is arrested for quitting on the job in the middle of transporting prison inmates, deputies say. Now, not much has come back on this whole story, but this guy was indeed traveling with 4 other inmates in the back of the coop with one other person with him. He said, I ain't taking them to jail. Fuck you, and conceded on to North Carolina.
He quit his job, right?
He quit his job while driving them to jail. Mid shift, like in driving. This is in Florida. He's in North Carolina before they pick him
You
up.
want to talk about quiet quitting?
That's not quiet. The dude over beside him apparently spent the entire time texting his boss saying, this guy will not stop. We have 4 prisoners in the back.
Got the guys back. Take me back to jail.
Could you imagine just being in the back and the dude's like, I fucking hate my job. You guys are coming with me up north. We're going to fucking Canada, man.
I'm looking at the picture of the guy, and the dude just looks inbred as fuck.
He kind of looks like what's that? With Snoopy the dog. What's the
Snoopy
kid?
dog.
Charlie Brown?
Yeah, he kind of looks like a fucked up Charlie
He
Brown.
looks like a methed out Charlie
I was actually
Brown.
gonna say he looks like he's on meth.
He's definitely on meth. It's early though. Probably been on meth about 6.
Yeah, he
7
doesn't have
months.
enough face
Yeah,
sores.
you can tell he's been starting on that schnoz though, dude. He's been trying to pick the bees out of his nose.
Anyway, that's the story for Florida Man
Wait,
News.
hold
The guy
on.
just-
You can't leave me hanging like that. Like what what happened to the prisoners to make it to their destination? Or did I just not hear that part?
Well, they got, like I said, they got picked up in North Carolina, and the dude was charged with 5 counts of second-degree kidnapping.
Could you imagine being charged for a crime for quitting your job? The fuck
I
is
think
that
it had more
shit?
to do with like not letting the
The
That's
4
bullshit. No, hold on.
the 4 prisoners in the
Hear me
back
out.
and the other worker with him. He's just like, nah, you guys are coming with me. Fuck this.
Hear me out. In New Jersey, where come on, they can fire you at any time with no given excuse. So I mean, come on, that was only fair.
Yeah, but I think the point is that you're supposed to, at least if you're going to quit your job, one, you don't steal the company car, and you let
They just took your
or
break.
if you do want to commit grand larceny or whatever it is, or grand theft auto, you at least let the people out of the car first, so you're also not kidnapping them.
He didn't steal it.
No, he legitimately is considered stealing. He took off with
But
the
he
fucking
got out.
transport van.
No, he
with
didn't
4
steal it.
No,
Because he just drove it a couple extra miles until
Miles
he quit.
or 4 states away.
he drove it from Florida to North Carolina. That is more than an 8-hour drive. This motherfucker literally quit his job in Florida and drove these fucking 5 people all the way to North Carolina before they were like, yeah, maybe we should get this guy.
So, Ed, would you like to do a story? Come on, buddy. I gave you a real.
I didn't
easy
read
one.
any of these.
Just do it now. You can kind of just whip it out as you go.
Fucking whip it out as you go. That's another news story. Local podcaster whips it out as he goes.
So a stretch of highway in Ohio was closed Thursday morning because 2 semi-trucks of opposing confectionery delights crashed into one another and inadvertently created Milky Way.
Oh shit! Is this how it started?
Well, I mean, did you ever hear the whole how pizza was created? You know how Dave used to tell us, like, a guy was carrying dough and another guy was carrying, tomato sauce. Another guy was carrying cheese, and they run into one another, and bow, that's how pizza was created. Well, hey, a load of chocolate and caramel got into an accident and created Milky Way. I don't fucking know. No injuries were reported. Very funny. Let's go next.
All the fucking Oompa Loompas come running out screaming.
I don't know. There's not much to this. It's a 4 sentence line, Zach.
Fucking Christ.
I don't know how to do news, dude. I'm not a fucking reporter. Over here with a lost chromie. He's over here like, ugh.
Like I just kicked his cat.
I don't fucking know. Like, he literally fucking says in the beginning, hey, we just talk about some bullshit and then say some funny shit about it. This motherfucker goes, yeah, chocolate and some shit spilled on a highway. And
Yeah, Milky Way was created.
yeah, that's how Milky Way is made.
Nah, to be fair, okay. Here, just playing devil's advocate here, okay. It literally just says crash covers Ohio highway and it's fucking Ohio, dude. That's it. You could have just said fucking Ohio. You know what? No. Okay. Here's what happened. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory came to America, right? They brought their 18-wheelers. Okay. They're running a transport of chocolate and caramel. But the little 3 Oompa Loompas up front in the 18-wheeler, they couldn't reach the gas pedal that well. So instead, one Oompa Loompa tripped. He hit the brake pedal. Trailer jackknifed. The other Oompa Loompas, in fear, they fucking hit the brakes. One just fell straight on his back onto the brake, right? The other one hits the clutch. They both jackknife. They flip over. Both end to end of the trailer, they meet. Fucking just chocolate explosion. Like Zach's ass.
I think
after
we should
Mexican
change the
food.
segment from the random report to the short story segment because that shit didn't exist anywhere.
He still technically told the news. He still told the news better than the news tells the news nowadays. Let's be honest.
Now time for our fucked up news segment where we completely botch every story we
inject
read.
95% fiction into the into the 2% of chocolate and caramel were the only thing that was true.
Just call us mainstream media, bro.
No, it's the fake news segment. I have a time of that. We did a GTA RP server, and me and my cousin, we ran the most successful RP fake news network out there.
So would you guys call it Fox News?
No, we were fake news.
God.
Fake news network. FNN. And we were sponsored by the mafia. People would pay the fucking fake news to jump in the back. And since we'd never get stopped by cops, and they would literally sell drugs out of the back of the news van while we were reporting
It
on
sounds like
scenes.
Bang Bus.
This basically was, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. I just saw a story that caught my eye. I thought it was hilarious because
You must have been smoking pot when you read that story.
I was about to say the same thing. Zach was so high. It was like, oh, Ohio and fucking like chocolate and shit, dude. Oh, fucking, chocolate and drugs, man. Like Ohio. Oh.
You sound like that dude. What's
he sounds like the fucking turtle from Nemo. What are you talking about?
Oh, like he sounds like the fucking turtle from Nemo, dude.
No, go to YouTube. Look up the Glong.
Gobble, has anyone ever told you you have a very punchable face?
Why don't you just stay over there, Quasimodo?
It's the guy. Zach, did I show you this? It was the guy who like printed the Glock receiver and had a built-in Glong. It had a built-in bong into the Glock frame, and he called it the Glong.
No, but I can just see, goddamn, how many federal fucking laws are broken right there.
It's the foregrip that you can take a fat rip off of.
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Dude, that magwell is fucking insane. Does that count as like a forward grip on a pistol? That's definitely legal.
No, it's legal as long as you don't smoke weed out of it, because then it'd be a felony. So you could smoke tobacco out of it and still be legal.
It's kind of badass, actually. All right, so where are we at?
So Gobble, you don't have any drunken regrets stories as far as dumb night out?
No, I drink responsibly out of my closet when no one's around.
Like a good alcoholic. I learned it from watching you, Dad. I learned it from watching you. He did quit drinking, though. It's a good thing we don't have family dinners. Well, at least with me included, anyway. Be very awkward.
You can come to mine and say one curse word and have everyone like go, oh my God.
So I don't want to force anything on anybody, but hey, if you guys are down, you guys feel like maybe talking about like a would you rather like kind of thing, or I mean, it's up to you guys. Only if you guys are feeling it.
Yes, we can do would you rather. So would you rather have Ron DeSantis as your president, or Gavin
I'm just gonna
Newsom?
do mine
And why? And
right
why?
away because I am ignorant to both of them, so I'm just gonna abstain.
All right, Zach, would you rather have that Canadian rapper as a president or or uh, who's the dude that sings Rockstar with the tattoos on his face?
Post Malone.
Yeah, so this is going to be the face tattoo presidency. So, would you rather have who's the douchebag from Canada? Yeah, so would you rather have Tom McDonald as your president or Post Malone? And why? I mean, whose face tattoos are better? That should be the first.
Well, that's not going to dictate my decision.
Well, they should decide who's the better decision maker. If one has a dick tattooed on their face and the other has
I'm not aware of either one of them having a dick tattooed on their face.
Right, so I don't know. I'm not familiar with their tattoos, but I think you need to look at their face. Like that would tell you which one's like at least has like some sort of good decision making skills. Like
I will be honest, I'm not 100%, sold on the branding of Tom McDonald's label that he's made for himself. But who am I to talk? I don't have anything going on. But yeah, I'm gonna have to pick Tom on that one. Tom for president.
No, I'm gonna go with Post Malone. Why would you not choose Post Malone? He drinks beers and likes to shoot guns, and he plays Apex Legends. You should have completely been on board with that. Like Apex Legends,
he's multifaceted as well. Not only is he a rap god, he was also a guitarist in a heavy metal band. And then he
No, I will say as an overall musical talent level, I have to give it to Posty.
Yeah, you got to. He even held
rapping was I'm gonna take my boy Tom.
All right.
Would you rather be covered in fur or be covered in scales?
Question.
Sure.
Are the scales like Game of Thrones, like the disease
They
scale?
do provide the equivalent protection of medieval chainmail.
But do they itch?
Yes.
Do you shed?
You molt annually.
Am I gonna have to sit under a heat lamp and be spritzed with water
Yeah,
every
are
once
you
in a while?
warm-blooded or cold-blooded?
You're warm blooded. You're warm blooded still.
You're warm-blooded and scale, so you don't need to sit under a heat lamp, Gobble.
Correct.
Seems like an easy thing to me.
I think I would go with fur because then I could at least trim it down.
And you can, dude, just think about the impact you can make on the furry community.
Exactly, dude. I could make so much money. Ed?
I'll pick scales. It's ribbed for her pleasure.
So you say that, and I just imagine like an arrow, like a fish hook or like an arrow that goes in and it just
Well, the
doesn't
reason why
come
I
out.
say this is because I recently came upon, I don't know where it was posted. It was probably one of these forums I'm on. It was a porn video, and I'm trying to think what it's called.
You talking about one of them pornographic videos?
It was like an alien, like it looked like a big long dildo, but it was like an alien, like almost like the aliens, whatever. It was like it would crawl into like a woman's butt, and then
Are you watching hentai?
no.
I think he's watching it.
Look it up. Parasited.
Is it animated?
It's not.
Why
So
are
they
you
found
watching
a real
this?
9-foot parasite dildo?
No, it doesn't. Dude, it's it's camera angles, man.
Dude, if you could find a camera angle to make something look 9 foot
I didn't say 9 foot long.
please fucking tell me so I can be a
crawl up her
millionaire.
butt and then come out her mouth, but it would it would also like turn her into a sex slave and shit. And that's what the scales thing reminded me of. Like,
Bro, what the fuck are you into?
I saw it on the website. Like he's googling it.
Holy shit, he is
No, I
fucking
got a
typing
text.
it.
I got a
Alright, well,
text.
go-
I got a text.
Go in incognito mode and look up parasited.
No.
Like parasite
Tid. Parasite id at the end. Ed.
I'm not looking that up. Sounds like some kind of Bollywood porn.
No. But anyway, that's what it reminds me of. It sounds like it would be fun. Now my kid's gonna listen to this and Google that shit.
You just ruin your kid's future.
Remember the good old days, like growing up, when you would just get like a 1970s like Playboy magazine from one of your friends.
Do you know that whenever I smell laundry detergent, I still have flashbacks to 70s porn magazines?
Is that where you hid them?
Why?
My dad would hide his 1970s Bush magazines in his workshop that was next to like the washing machine.
Oh, I know the spot.
Yeah. So whenever I like, and it would smell like laundry detergent down there because it was like the old school, like before they came out with like, well, I don't know, maybe they had it out there, had it back then, but we were poor, so we had like the Amway, we had Amway powdered, like powder detergent. You know, the stuff that if you got too much on your hand at any given time, it was like a base and it would like give you chemical burns.
It's corrosive as fuck.
Yeah, so like the whole basement smelled like that. So I associated that smell for some reason with like naked women until I actually experienced one and realized that they don't smell like laundry detergent.
Do you know where I used to hide my magazines?
I don't know.
In the open.
No, I had this wrestling ring. And do you remember it? The wrestling ring with the wrestle action figures. You'd play with them
like
in the ring, and the ring opened up, and you'd be
Is this where SmackDown?
Yeah.
Is this where SmackDown versus Raw happened?
yeah, SmackDown versus
Like
Raw.
a WWF ring, like for the action. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, but you could open it up and put the wrestlers
Yeah.
in it. And, well, you know, that's where my stash
What,
was until Tom
underneath the
found it.
canvas.
Yeah, it was under the it was under the ring, bro. Then Tom found it. I didn't even know he found it until years later, but they just disappeared one day. I thought like Dad or that bitch found it, but
Be glad Ed didn't find it. He probably would have walked down with your entire family sitting there for like dinner and be like, "Hey, look what I found in Zach's
Oh yeah, I would definitely do
fighting
that.
rink."
I have a would you rather.
let's hear
All
it.
right, would you rather have one finger in your butt or three fingers in your butt, and why?
Whose fingers?
Your
Whose
girlfriend's.
fingers are they? One.
Has she done that?
It's more like one of those things, or like when you're cooking or you're ignoring them, and then it's just like,
Oh, the boop,
You're like,
the boop
"Fuck."
finger. Like when
Yeah,
you
the
bend
boop
over
finger.
and she thinks it's cute while you're like picking something up, and she goes, boop, with just a finger.
Yeah, but if you do it, it's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kill you." All right, Zach.
That's like I've had 5.
Huh?
So
Zach gets double fisted on the weekend.
No, I mean, I guess one would be sufficient. 2 if you're feeling a bit squirrely.
3 if you're Zach O'Brien.
That's just ridiculous. That's just too much.
I mean, have you tried it?
I think the silence tells us enough. I think he's trying it right now as we speak. He's definitely 4 fingers deep right now, going for the pinky.
Yeah, I would go at 1.
Okay.
Did you really?
I would go at 1.
I'm just gonna nervously laugh.
I would
over
go
here.
at 1.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't know if did you give an answer for this one?
I don't. None, but
Mhm.
maybe like a massage on the outside.
He's a rim job kind of guy.
No, that's not the would you rather part. It's one or the other.
Oh well, then if I had to
I
choose,
mean, it's basically saying, would you dip your toes in or just go balls to the wall?
I would have to pick the least of the two then because I'm on the lower side of all that. So 1.
You never just got one stuck in the chamber and you had to just physically eject it?
No, this sounds like something Zach would have done in a shower.
What, dude? Why?
Because
I was hoping to get one fucking episode done without referring to fecal matter. And it was one time after I got off opioids
Oh
after
my-
my back surgery.
yeah,
Okay.
you're constipated, huh?
Yeah, and it was over 30 inches long.
Wait, what?
And just, yeah,
Yeah, this is a shit cobra.
that's the shit cobra. Yes, I measured.
Wait, you took it out of the toilet and measured it?
He was so proud of this.
No, it never went down into the hole. It kind of just did the Mr. Softy swirl.
So what'd you do? Put a piece of string and trace it and then take the string out and then lay it next to a ruler? I'm just gauging how'd you actually measure it?
Yes, that's exactly how I did it.
No, he pulled out a flute and went.
I took a
and the
sponge.
turds
I
got
took a
up to the-
sponge and it expelled all the water. And I was able to get closer with the string.
This is entirely way too much effort.
I mean, dude, it was that surprising. Let's just say that. I mean, I know every guy says it, but I should have called Guinness.
I heard penis.
Guinness.
I heard penis
Guinness.
too, by the way, and I was waiting.
I bet you did.
Sorry.
I called penis. All right. So, would you rather be surrounded by people who brag all the time or people who complain all the time?
Complain. Easy.
God, Ed, I wish you'd just hurry the fuck up and
You
pick
go.
something. No, it's just like, everyone's always fucking taking so goddamn long. Or, it's like, oh, my buddies are so good, dude. I could come up with a word you rather and they would just instantly answer it. They're just amazing. They're just great people. And like, I'm the best. Like, I brought all these people together and did amazing things.
All right,
Like,
fuck yeah, I had
whatever you
complaining.
did, I
I want
did
to hear
better.
complainers.
Picking complainers?
Yeah, you fucking braggart.
Well, let's be honest. If you're picking complainers, is it really going to be any different than your everyday work? I mean, come on. Every single job I've ever had is just nonstop people bitching
Yeah,
about
my
where they are in
coworkers
life.
rock. I'll give them that.
They don't ever complain about the job, even when people come in with baseball bats and rip wires out of their computers and
They don't
threaten their
complain about
life.
the job. They're complaining about, say, like maybe like the circumstance or how it was handled, and they have legitimate complaints. Like they're not bitching about nothing. It's not like, oh, I hate my job sucks. It's more like, hey, this guy just threatened to fucking kill me, and
This shit happens.
I'm going to put you on a fucking milk carton.
Let's be honest. The world was a better place back in the day where people were met with consequences of their actions.
You mean like in the old days when people would just tie a red bandana around, get called rednecks, and just start shooting at Pinkertons?
What's the matter? You don't like living life with Monopoly money?
What do you mean monopoly money? Our money means something, dude. It's backed by something. It's totally backed by something, right?
by hope and dreams.
The word of the government. It's backed by the word of the government.
What do they say?
that
The
it's
only
worth
real
something.
value is at the end of the day is gold, silver, and ammunition.
I like ammunition.
Yeah.
I like key lime pie personally.
Well, I like key lime pie too. I'm just saying, if the world takes a shit and like currency fails, you have gold, silver.
Let's
and
be
ammunition.
honest, with all the starvation going on, if you had all the key lime pie in the world, you can get all the ammunition you want. But at the same
Can we just take a moment to have you say key lime pie?
key lime pie.
Can you say it a little more sexually?
Absolutely. Key lime pie.
That was some fucking sweet key lime ASMR right there.
Oh,
Key lime pie.
nipple tassels.
I love me some key lime pie. Or the key lime pie.
Now that I'm
the
hard.
most disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Key lime pie is a sin. It's almost like pickles.
All right, would you rather have apple pie or key lime pie? Because
That's fucking key lime pie. Come on,
Apple.
get the hell out. You fucking degenerate.
You're a degenerate, dude. Look at
I don't
you.
know, key lime pie is, or apple pie is pretty tough versus key lime pie. We give me a little different. All right, how about blueberry pie versus key lime pie?
Blueberry.
Closer, but key lime still.
I think I would have to say blueberry. A little more substantive. You eat a piece of blueberry pie and it weighs like of equal size. That slice of blueberry pie is gonna weigh like 2 pounds, and key lime is more like mousse. So you eat it and you're still hungry. So I gotta eat the other half of the pie, and then you gotta eat the whole pie, and then you feel fat as fuck. Or you could have just had one piece of blueberry pie and it tastes pretty damn good too.
That's when you go shove a finger down your throat.
Or in your ass.
But why just a finger?
Well,
Why not 3? Oh.
What's going on with Garrick, man? It's I was listening back while I was making some of the really shittily animated shorts, and he really does contribute a lot, man. I would really love to get him back on here as soon as
Hold on a second,
possible.
let me text him.
Call him. Fuck it. We're on the podcast right now, bro.
All right, I'm gonna call him right now.
I have him on the fucking podcast.
Hold on.
Speaker.
All right, hold on. That's not her. Hold on.
You got to start off with the would you rather finger in the asshole.
Would you rather? Oh, this is exciting.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Why should have a British
Who the
accent?
fuck is that?
Yeah, what does he have? Like some sort of foreign cell phone service? What is up with that?
That's how you get pink eye.
Gobble, can you get your girlfriend? We need to interview her. That should be an
You
episode.
do. Yeah, go get her. Go get her. Gobble's got a girlfriend now.
We're not doing that this one. We're not doing it
Come
on
on.
this one. No.
Hey, we all did shit we were uncomfortable with. Come on.
I'm not doing it right now. I'd have to.
Because then we'll ask her the 1 or 3 fingers question. What does Gobble like?
Yeah, come on. This could be gold. This could be fucking gold. Turn your camera off. Go get her. Just go ask her if she'll be open to ask 2 questions.
Dude, if I don't prepare for this, I'm gonna be the one with 3 fingers in my asshole tonight. Okay?
Is that bad?
Yes. I'm a 1 finger guy.
All right,
Go get her. 2 questions.
I'll ask her to keep it to 1 finger.
And I won't be egregiously dirty with the question either. It won't be something fucking ridiculous.
Next one.
He looked like he was
Next
thinking about
one.
it for like 8
No, he
seconds,
wasn't.
or he
He
was
was just fucking
trying
teasing
to
us.
think of how to get out of it.
He actually agreed for like a split second and then backtracked.
All right,
No,
do you
I'll
have,
do
do you
it
have
next one.
speakers on?
The whole point
What's-
is
what-
the spontaneity.
What's
of
her
it.
name?
Chelsea.
Chelsea!
1 second. I'll just text her.
Dude, do you have Christmas furry pants on?
The Christmas jammies, bro.
Why do you have a Harvard shirt on? You've never fucking left South Carolina.
You can't even spell Harvard without the shirt.
That's why I have the shirt. And then that way, if I wear it right, I feel smart at night. Chelsea, come here.
Yes.
Chelsea.
Yeah, Discord definitely cut that out too, even when you yelled.
Chelsea.
She's going with a fucking baseball bat.
Chelsea can bother me. I want to be bothered. I locked the door and said, "Don't bother me." I was about 10 minutes in. At 10 minutes in, I hear the doorknob go. She's like, "What the fuck?" Don't bother me. It's 2 degenerates that I've done podcasts with. One's a little less of a degenerate, but he likes making bread. The other one, they grew up in basically the show Shameless. I hear movement. Oh, you want? I'll turn the camera off. All right, come here. You're gonna get asked a question. You gotta answer it. I have no idea what they're gonna ask. Huh?
I'm
All right,
turning my
all right,
camera off. So I'm
all right,
embarrassed.
All right, return to the original question. We got asked a "Would you rather" question: 1 finger in the butt or 3 fingers in the butt? And I'll
Him, not her.
give me no. Give me 2 seconds. She can't hear it with it on my head.
So you're asking if Zach would rather have 1 or 3 fingers in his asshole?
Yeah, I'm calling him Gobble
Yes.
just for the mere fact that I'm also Zach. So,
Oh.
but yes, he seemed like he was just confused. He couldn't really remember.
I feel like it's probably 3 or 4.
Oh shit!
Um,
He going for the high
Nice.
score.
I don't feel like we're really limited in this regard because he can be a little bitch sometimes. So
Is that how you keep him in check?
of course.
If you were to gauge the size of your fingers, like what's your ring size? I'm
well,
trying
for
to
future
gauge
reference, I guess if I have to call you Gobble, I'm a ring size 6. So I feel like that's pretty average.
The size of my pinky.
Damn,
That's
Gobble, that's
impressive,
pretty
Gobble.
impressive. I'm looking at fingers. I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right. Well, we don't want to embarrass you. We want to embarrass him.
Well,
but,
yeah.
you know,
I'm surprised you didn't just go for like a whole fist. You know what I mean? Like why are we just talking fingers?
I didn't want to put the guy's info
Well,
out
I
there
mean,
like that.
Has this happened before?
Well, I'll leave that up to you guys to think about and ponder on.
I really genuinely don't want to ponder on it too long. It's kind of.
I just want to know how vulnerable Zach has been with you, because he's
Did you enjoy that?
he's always been Huh?
She said that's the dumbest shit ever. Thanks. Yeah, she'll never give up an opportunity to fucking talk shit.
Well, I think that's probably all for this episode. Really kind of nice getting back into the swing of things again. You know, really looking forward to getting Garrick and others back on again. Definitely looking back at some of the old clips and things like that. He definitely brought a lot to it. So looking forward to having him on.
Yeah. And Zach's become an animator now.
I try, and learning how to do the individual audio files and things like that really gonna make it a lot easier and hopefully a lot better quality.
Yeah, I think his Tism touched out on that one pretty well. And I think he's going to continue making our Tism clips. And I will continue sitting in the background like the odd uncle,
But
stroking his ego.
again, yeah, our website is up. Again, I'm gonna be adding clips and videos and things like that I make. We have YouTube. It's at Bros with Joes. our socials are back up. Website's up, www.broswithjoes.com. There will have you links to all of our socials on YouTube. We're on TikTok. What else are we on? X as it's now called, Facebook, you name it. So I'll try to get them clips out for you guys so I have you a bit more content to deal with in the meantime, to deal with my slow, probably painstaking editing process.
Nice. Fuck you, Elon Musk.
Oh, dude, hold on. I do have to touch on that a hair. I literally started my first Twitter account ever when it was X, and I felt like I was taking an algebra test just trying to make an account to see if I was human.
Well, half the people aren't human. I guess that's what he's into. He doesn't want. He wants to kick all the bots off, which is fair. But then that just like makes the user base like a third of what it used to be.
I got fucked up when it told me for the reCAPTCHA to click on cars, but everything was a truck.
I'm surprised he didn't make you like rearrange Teslas to like how do you spell sexy, and he'll just like put his Teslas there, and you have to like rearrange it like the S, the 3, the X, then the Y.
All the cars in every picture are Teslas.
Yeah, anything you'd like to leave with anybody listening?
Oh, I thought we were done already when I said fuck you, Elon Musk. And I thought you were just going to fade out to that. Like, fuck you, Elon Musk. Like, dan, 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 dan.
Fuck you.
As cliche as it is with the way the world is nowadays, I just really wish the best for everyone and hope everyone finds some kind of happiness in their drone about day.
This is so
Fuck
political.
you, Elon.
Fuck
Fuck
you,
you,
Elon.
Elon Musk.
You've been listening to the Bros with Joes podcast. We thank you for listening. Please give us a follow on Facebook, Twitter, and our website, www.broswithjoes.com.